你知道这个，我跟了第三回我都知道，我这几次都会。他说呢，等到你班啊肯定不会的时候呢，他不是什么不做什么。
Unlimited. Oh, pone me to do it. Look there, no. Told you that it's better. Go better. So, did do it unlimited. Say, it's just no, unlimited. So that's not your position. So, I put the Bible study for the what do we? 6 to 7 or 7 to 6 to 7. Sigma. 디테일 그런 치즈는 타서사 스도스 사도 뭐가 지다가 지나 아직비도 쓰세 지금 비디 바이블 스타디 비디오 가스도 쓰세 마부도 레 지나 아우자 위치크바 슬스 폴로스 해 지스노 르바노 biblical character from Old Testament Ezra he personal opposite zasketo isle Mu Ezra hi pevo kato sa chapter 10 ba chapter 1 mo 10 sa sa utik zule sa po kato sa po to re mu sa je bis no I narrowed down myself to chapter 7 chapter 10 ba di dolosri no chapter 7 hi po sis no le mu chapter 7 hi po ba dolosri hi verse by verse sa kitso re kitela muri 28 verses ba saladam Snano hiji no relating to our theme. Susi address chisu sas no lude. Susa ikra thole nyoko jepom sakba nyoko muti. I am also one of them. Just no Ezra. Iri Ezra re. Yes, she no nyoko je chosiyo. Susa uko the book of Ezra and Nehemiah. Ipera keto thaso. Ezra mo Nehemiah ni hino. Kuburi, issue kori, mo Old Testament scholars kono Nehemiah bururale, Jerusalem is a temple, mo city gate ko pe mo chido tsuche Nehemiah no ta bururale, Old Testament scholars trouble no sida, trouble no. Ezra came first. Sipo salala. No. Ezra mo Nehemiah ni no giziburi. Chi salala ka sino. There are three arguments when we talk about Ezra and Nehemiah. So now tell issue Ezra morira, Morisli Nehemiah morira, Susola Suzomodano. Ezra also played his own role as a nation builder, as a reformer. So also Nehemiah. Sis no Nehemiah mo Ezra, unyata Moris no Hachigri, reformation utole. So such restoration, very important to be mainly Ezra. The book of Ezra tells the history of Israel under Persian rule. Ezra, the whole book of Ezra, Ezra mihi Hittite Persia mi dole jibu bisno hevada. Kde hichi okos just noiba oko tabos no Babylon kuba okos sushe mu oko no Israel no tatsu Babylon no tchiba kada okos no Jeremiah 29 verses 10 to 14 atotsu peksusa Jeremiah the prophet no pogri nyako no ta Babylon no podo mitsuchida do 70 years and above or around. August uno prophesy chigamazu. So they just know it. Muhiji Ezra Muthas no second, not first. Verse is second group. So zeno ta sala parigri August just know ba. Mu Ezra tijihi. Ezra tumayohi. Ezra kadasa scribe. August is know a priest, a scribe, a reformer. August just know ba. Ezra he does lecito kujobi. Ezra him does intellectually very high. Copying, recopying, editing. Sis no ma chisala lecito bridge. He is a mole he chibido. He called he put his salado. Sis no ma editing work. sa recopy tosala mu tosala three she goes so Ezra Hashem Kogri ko sasmo so sasri Ezra yo okuku so skriveta kri o responsibility kriveta sala kada sasa he was also a priest from Levite family so sa no priest mahatho sasri chi o ko saches moi so sa no uno a reformers so si no hibino bhagate kri ko sri mo otsova very chosi hikoyo uyo no mudros no hachikes okos ngoi mu Ezra tiji three Persian kings Cyrus, Darius and Artaxerxes the demi hikoi miseno oko tije kupus no hachikba mu Ezra hitele mori kidi okos ngoi so are the five men spiritual leaders were Zerubbabel, Jeshua, Haggai, Zechariah, and Ezra. Hitichihi, Zerubbabel, Jeshua, Haggai, Zechariah, and even the book of Esther included. Ezra, spiritual leaders. Chino Parishala, Okosuche Noiba. Mui Darius no Dechi Perigriche. Cyrus no chiperigreje 55 to 530 suggest noi so sa Darius 1 no 522 to 486 suggest pare so sa Artaxerxes kile parigri no 486 to 465 around uko suggest no salai ba so sa Darius 2 plus halas ke thas uko dechi parigri 422 to 404 Susa Artaxerxes 2, so Thasta, 404 till to 358. Hiji could detis no Persian, could detis the ba opposites, no salai, the basses noi. Mu hitiji, Ezra no, Hesrik ba. Mu Ezra Israel mi pe, Judah mi pe, very uri midziki is not a Babylon voda. Mu ono Babylon voda. He was visible among his people and even among the Babylonians. His noiba. Judah mi truta, Israel mi kotruta, Moses Babylonian mi kosri, Temahi sobusu. They could able to notice him. Okosuche no salaiba. So Sasu Ezra it is 10 chapters. 10 chapters. The first 6 chapters of Ezra deal with the period when the first group of exiles returned to Jerusalem and rebuilt the temple. So now chapter basically the first group of exiles returned to Jerusalem for rebuilding the temple, most probably 536 BC to 515 BC. Such as the first return group no Tibis no Babylon Mitsuchivas no Tapasa. So the first return, so exile, so no salah. No, the remaining chapters, so 7 to 10, the remaining chapters deals with the second period or second group, which began around 60 years later. 60 years later. The Chakhesang sakdasa. Hiji Israel no thup mi puchi, priest mi puchi, scribe mi puchi, reformers mi puchi, cheese no pari, mu Ezra, another group, so Lipchikis no, Trutachikis no, Jerusalem no Bodakuto. So second group, no Ezra no Hilepa. Now you can have the whole picture of the book in your mind. It is in the Babylon. Then the first group went to Jerusalem to build the temple. Then second group that has to be led by Ezra, the scribe. Ezra was no lichito kesukeda. Muhili chapter 6 kezono. parak ta ko juthomzo so sa 7 ta vo tank zo Israel no dibis no uthuma gozem hachi dozla so mo second group was ta sala so talk mazo okos ngoi mo hi pek so sa then who could be the author of this book if the book is divided from chapter 1 to chapter 6 first group from chapter 17 to 10 another group so sida yo so bueno let's see he tosda back okos je another issue what is salaba Ezra no tosmoyo didina Ezra no tapas no 1 to 6 otos major roles so play chimoda mo dibis no Ezra no the author moyo tapas no Nehemiah he issue sala parida chis no Nehemiah mo Ezra he je pekisa oposis no kitetes no ngoiba mo so bueno the book of Ezra he tosri it could be the author of First and Second Chronicles as well. Second Chronicles, First Chronicle, he so bueno Ezra tosri uno tapahi. First Chronicles mo Second Chronicles re tosmeje. Same author. Muhi sikda sas themahi no pas no pa. The book of Nehemiah susri tosna meje. Cheese no Ezra mo Nehemiah he susmo motro. Hebrew mitzle thomu draw. Verse the book of Ezra it is also written in Aramaic. Some portions, few sections. Yes, no salai. Sudina no hiche pekasa. Hichi thema plano soplano hi tosasri Hebrew sri shazam Aramaic hi sri she. Yes, no hili please no. Address cheese no utu yo thama ku ko che pes no tosmeje cheese no salai ba so the theological issues related to the book of Ezra kata sasa theology he pesalavo kata sasa dibis no Israel Jehovah mujle hukti das no hilhino another reformation he ku parisala mos he cheese no the theology, God is our helper and God is our protector. So sepu pari motros halagda okos ngoi. Mu Ezra chapter he pekisa chapter 7 he pekisa okongoi ba. Be a man of courage. So pekisa ne chapter 7 let's tisbi. Chapter 7 verse 6 let's this Ezra went up from Babylonia. He was a scribe skilled in the law of Moses that the Lord, the God of Israel, had given. And the king granted him all that he asked. For the hand of the Lord, his God, was upon him. For the hand of the Lord, his God, was upon him. So, to be a man of courage, there is something very, very unique and it is very, very important. That is the hand of the Lord, his God, was upon him. So, takis no verse 9 it's repress halax kesasa 9 last which is press risasa for the gracious hand of his God was upon him and susatapa no till chapter 7 verse 28 I took courage I took courage for the hand of the Lord my God was upon me. I took courage, for the hands of the Lord my God was upon me. And I gathered leaders from the Israel to God with me. So it's just big Ezra teaches beats no pemo que sasa oko ichi no parigda oko sungoi. Ezra chapter 1, the fulfillment of prophecy that King Cyrus of Persia allowed the Jews to return to Jerusalem. Susa chapter 2, chapter 3. Returning exiles are listed below. Returning exile. So we may not taking what us Susa worship restoration. Worship Susri Jerusalem Okos Jengos Halai Bagara Kosri. Susa the foundation was laid for the temple. Temple Sukita Okos Chidos no Chichudiva. And they begin rebuilding the temple. Okos Jengoi. Susa Pepes of practice but there are forts to stop because of the Samaritans' complaints about them to the king of Persia. Tapakira kosu tapa, versi ukosje pakriche. Foundations ville chiba, sasa ukom restoration kosri worship lehi bido si kosri chiboriz very sasa ukopochi shikada sasa boris halai. Samaritans, the oppositions, sasa parisala ukos sungoiba. Sasa ta pepe 5 to 6 peke sasa. The prophets Haggai and Zechariah led efforts to resume rebuilding the temple. Haggai, Zechariah, Zerubbabel, Jeshua, and the prophets Haggai, Zechariah. Hikoino ta parisalano ta ukosuchi sala mokesh. Sasupusno okoje chosala, chesala bokdas noi. Muiji pek susa. King Cyrus gave the decree, order. You can go. Cheese no ono kakesu okosu chesri no salai ba. Muiji pass no pomhachi kesu. Tale chapter 7 le pari kudasa. The coming and work of Ezra. The coming and work of Ezra. A man of courage, Ezra, is coming and started the work. It's just no. It's not the man of courage. Ezra no burikri. Uhichim hachi salaburikri. Ezra hichis no chapter of Moses. Well versed. So shepherds my chiri, shepherds very good old come up with. Opus just no. Muy no tibis no hichi picked sasso. And the king granted him all that he asked. Jichirina no kudo no Ezra hibom hachido kazje. I material chichikatuna, karachikatuna, gets femokatana, temple femokatana, wall chikatuna, palace ko chikatuna, gershut chikko chikatuna, therma hato identity. Susu as a believer, as a nation, susu chikatuna, imhanyo hikusumo shdale. Chikadeo chokasje. The king granted him all that he asked. Jiddu sumo shdasri kudeyo no, kudeyo Persian kudeyo no. Ezra susu kuchochikasuno utsda. Mujichisna no kudeyo no Ezra kuchochikasuno utsda. Sipes kadasa nothing else but the hand of the Lord his God was upon him. Utmi pagrina, umutyagrina, susnalo, kudono, Ezra's mutrina, Ezra's hashiri, Murid Ezra's very, Ezra's hamutu control chida, ve, sino Ezra mutris no kudono, kasno utsmo. Ezra no uku chochi kasno uku amik kudono, Ezra ku chochi kasno utsgrit. The kings were not expecting him return from Ezra that Ezra will help the people back. Okonosus expectation ribam. Very, the hand of God was upon him. Jehovah back, sus Ezra yotara. Mu Jehovah back, sus Ezra yotagdana no, Ezra no. Ma chok suje, hi. Kemunupo chi takata themape. Sisa kumunupo program no uyo takata themape. Sina hilihi Ezra no ha chokesje. Hi ujotte de no umasigo hamade ko kumunupo tosno kasisa okosje snoiba. Bible si pensa divisno muscrisno hibi chisala si pensa hubugri sa jaka sa expenses to be alertness sa bagda sa lekova sa brave muntri people very jaka Uino, he used chikri, he sikri was noi. Moi kitasa. The paso pa Greek zilipes lakasaslo. Tarsio, and Tarsio is to be of good courage. Good courage. Good sisala. Greek means zilipes desasa. Courage is tulamo, very to be good courage is no salah. So another word is Tolmao. So Tolmao, it is also talks about courage, where to have courage and to be bold. See, so Jakas from Hebrew word and Tarsio from the Greek, that also talks about to have or be a good courage, and Tolmao is to have courage and to be bold. To be bold enough to do something good, not the bad thing, not to be rude. Rude is not aujourd'hui vrai. Tu peux aujourd'hui ji, aujourd'hui c'est quand uno menteri ti mo. Courage is to menteri, very furious, very rude. Tu peux aujourd'hui vrai, aujourd'hui c'est not a personal courage mo, just not by doing no so much just last no more that. No you is no who courage no salada zero. The fear of God ought to be the basis of great courage. The fear of God. The fear of God is the foundation to have the hand of God on us. This is why Jehovah bears. Jehovah best, the fear of God. Jehovah will give instructions well disciplined. Very disciplined. The hand of God is a symbol of God's guidance, God's instructions, and God's discipline on individual person. Now we go just allow the precious word. So the hand of God recognizes Jehovah Beni Uyutan Sasa Uno Jehovah Subusri Sushisala Focus Moses the fear of God and the hands of God, Ezra trusted on God. Ezra not Jehovah willing. So Ezra is also a man of prayer. Ezra chapter 8 here for protection. Protection. Fasting and prayer for protection of his people and the people who has to be involved in the work. Ezra's prayer. This is the past chapter 9. Just alive. At the evening sacrifice, I got up from my fasting with my garments and my mantle torn, and fell on my knees, spread out my hands to the Lord and my God. Kneeling down, uno, chuttis no kachoti, 오너 우베프리 한글스노 그저지 지스노 오너 조호바 베 오고스 제스모이 스나이노 the fear of the Lord is the foundation to be a man of courage. 무엇이 그도사 여호와의 그 모여 치고 스나이노의 모살라다 오고스 제스리 모살라 스사 베리사스 여호와의 Apohino ku susa a right hand as a tohino ku berjoyata. Because it's just not like that. Now he thinks susa theologically the hands of God is very very deep. He was three. The hand of God. Susa was three. What the hand of God? He courage susutta. He power susutta. Moino shape no Jehovah Mutlitumosa. There's no point of talking about courage or to be a man of courage. Susuno ino tupumi jipono mutwa muche jipono cho jo bebe oguve mutumute. But inside within in your heart 좀 있다 그다 럼도 추추 그 자머리니 마음도 머리니 럼도 추추 마음도 머리니 스스로 그랬어 담을때에서 티셔츠 뭐 스스로 가서 가레시 뭐 머리 be a man of courage 스스로 발이 또 스스로 뭐야 그대로 우즈는 얘기다 에스라즈는 얘기다 지치다 Jehovah bear oyotaka okosishe. Mu Jehovah bear oyotaka okosishe is verse 7 tells For Ezra had set his heart to study the law of the Lord and to do it and to teach the statutes and the ordinances in Israel. For the gracious hand of his God was upon him. For Ezra had set his heart to study the law of the Lord. Jehovah bear the law of the Lord. And when he learned, he decided to do it in action. The Old Testament laws or the biblical laws, because the personal actually 치살라 체리 토모 지제하셔서 미토도 지도도 비디 토모 he learned that but he put it into action to do it 증거에 스사 next point for salakri and to teach good and to teach as a man of courage he learned the word of God and he started putting in action and he started teaching to the people of God. Jesus now, Hakuteshe, Wiji Bible, Oko Chepos, Oko Bama, Ajata, no, Mugiri Nas, the Kiri, I said. So, as the Pon Sabata is a Pon Sabata, hands of God gives you courage. Jehovah ben your book, no, the source of courage. Because in your worry, very Jehovah Mukdasa no Chiho, no Jehovah Mukdasa, no Chetupoho. Ezra learned and he started teaching to others. Very Jehovah ben your Mukdasa, no suppose no Chimi Cheripo, Nchinya Cheripo, no Chinya Chim Chepo, Ribino, no Pupa, Kuhuchepo, no Kuhuchepo, Ribino, no Pupa, society Chepo. That is very challenging. I took courage, for the hand of the Lord my God was upon me. Many of you are here. Who is there to say, I took courage today? No, I took courage. Ihi tu puno I bimachilo. Chisno Ezra bisno pusukato no sususowa. No susutama susupari veme. I took courage. No si gumo sasa. Untuk yang bari, aku progress hashe bari. I put yourself, me. She is not, I took courage. 사사서 시라로 그부이고노 이그부이 시스노 오조 그모르리 우지미여 컨트롤 지기나 타마 컨트롤. Oh, that is not courage. Okay. 우지미여 우조스리 우 컨트롤 지기나 타마 컨트롤. 그부이고노 이그부이 시스노 저다jel르 우지프로jel르 미토스노 우세레 시레다다 스스타마바 이그부이 시마 Ela cultura para o pobre do chamo. Society ali que já moda que se vira o ramo que se vira, o que os membros que se vira, o colônia toma que se vira. Se pouca sabe só family, shaky, se sou eu tapeta. That is humanity. Que bui, se toca se DJ moriba, DJ meu ba. Hai Ezra no pogri. Ezra no tapasno. Zujo strongly posala gasa sokono tapapo salagri denunciation of mismarriages. Ezra no tapasno Jehovah shekku mo bikose krina sukoze hina sina Ezra no to chemi konsu Jehovah tsu shehoda yo no Israel me sina chemi khare sino tapori very big, very strong word. She's no power. Very slim Kemiano Jehovah share moyo. That's okay, fine. So Sasri, Tupuri Kusri Motonomi Katrevi, Sa Uma Mikusri Israel Mikus Jesripo, Mikitri Mikochen Hibona, Musubo Jehovah Shemotara. Very G as a man of courage. Utimakoche. Hey, Atumoko. Jimmy go Jehovah to say Hokutosa. No go Jehovah to say Hokutosa. Let them go to their home peacefully. Let them return back to before. Very good Jehovah to say the Moyo Ugurisivori back. She is not Ezra as a man of courage. Us no two police no sutas no Ottoman Japan. There is no religious reformation took place. Okosu mota mota makosu ta moda kesuche nyamusko khale ta oponi migo ku mite kunchik babo nyako motu yomosi o nyako voice nyako yo alegria zukujo susu puisno jina no zuchori poshimoda. Are you not ashamed? Nyerisi tapu nasri muzito okumone migo 그모니까 특품이까 우체미 그저 뭐도 못하네 우체미 그저 뭐도 못하네 오토마 그저 뭐도 못하네. Why? Because Ezra told us to do so, and that is from the word of God, from the book of God. 스나 Jehovah 지구체 뽑아 마크를 쏘도는 우리와 우크훈 우리와 우치다지는 우리와 스나니는 예수 다모 Ezra he besto. The hands of God is upon me. On me, the gracious of God hand is on me, and therefore, Ojokumogo, Kare, Jehovah Mutride, Jehovah Pelasalapuride, Sidamuta, you are also a man of courage. I took courage, like Ezra. She is no Ezra Bino, Yatamutide, Jutunia Sumoshiva. Society has to